Welcome to Stepping Stones Real Estate. Today I'm going to be going over 10 tips that I have learned to try and help you on your real estate journey. Stay tuned for number 10 so you can learn how keeping a dog door in a property is the whole reason that I was able to purchase it. Tip number 1, skylights. Skylights are a great way to let in natural light. However, with that being said, they also require maintenance to make sure that all the seals stay good on them. So, if I'm already replacing the roof and I already need a lot of work on the interior, I'll have them cover up that skylight so that it gets rid of that roof penetration and sets this property up for a long-term hold. To get the light into that room, instead what I'll do is I will just put a switched light. That way, it's a cheap and effective way to make sure that room is still well lit. Tip number 2, drywall anchors. Drywall anchors are a great way to make commonly broken items more resilient. So when I'm looking at towel rods, hand towel holders, toilet paper holders, anything that gets a lot of common use, I will try and have my contractors put in drywall anchors so that way it makes it much harder for that to break. If able, I will actually cut the towel holder down slightly so that I can screw it in directly to studs. When that happens, these things hardly ever break, helping you save money with your property management company. Tip number 3, ceiling fans. Ceiling fans are often a great touch to your own personal home. However, in rental properties, they often will be a point of failure, causing your property management company to come out, which will then in turn cost you more money. So instead of putting in ceiling fans, you can often just put in a regular light and that will suffice for the room. Tip number 4, LED lights. LED lights are not only a great way to help your tenant save money on the electricity bill, but it's also a great way for you to save money. LED lights are often good for 10 years. And so what that means is you won't have your property manager getting called out to come change a light bulb. That $1.50 light bulb can turn into $10 or $15 very quickly when your property manager has to send someone out there. However, if you can, try to buy the LED lights that have LED light bulbs that you can screw in. That way, if one of them does go out for whatever reason, you don't have to replace the entire light fixture, you can just replace the light bulb. Tip number 5, tile in old houses. Tile can be a beautiful way to modernize an old home. However, if the foundation shifts at all, it will likely cause that tile to crack. So just be very hesitant when you pick and choose where you're going to lay down tile. Tip number 6, picking paint. When I first started, I would just pick color schemes that I thought I would enjoy. And so, every time I did that, every property had a different color palette. The problem with that was, anytime these properties needed to be touched up, my property management had to go figure out what color of paint that was. So to avoid that in the future, I now use a standard color scheme in all the properties to help minimize the amount of questions that my property manager has of me and to speed up the rate at which we can now get units turnkey ready. Tip number 7, warranties. Warranties can be a great way to set you up to save money long term. As you can see in this picture, I had a massive roof leak and that was on a brand new roof. However, I just called the contractor out. He came out, traced the leak, fixed it, and then I have 4 more years that roof is warranted for any issues. So warranties can be used on all types of products: windows, doors, furnaces, hot water heaters. All of these can often get a warranty, so if you can, make sure to keep track of that so if anything happens, you'll be covered. Tip number 8, hardwood versus LVP. Hardwood looks beautiful in homes. However, when you're refinishing in older homes, it can often be very labor intensive to get fixed. If you just lay LVP right over the top, then you can often save a whole bunch of money in the labor costs, but also it can help speed up your rehab. That way your project gets done even quicker. Tip number 9, relationships. In the real estate world, relationships are a huge factor. I've worked with the same realtor multiple times for multiple purchases and sales. He is the reason that I found this property in the back. I found this property off market because he knew somebody who was trying to sell it, and he knew I was a serious buyer who wanted to close quickly. So because I have that strong relationship where I've consistently used the same realtor numerous times, I'm now in his phone book as somebody to call when he gets an off-market listing that he wants to turn quickly. This is huge in the real estate world for trying to be able to find more deals. They say your net worth is your network. So the more you can grow it, the better off you'll be. Tip number 10, getting to yes. So this was an off-market deal, and when I was talking to the seller, he told me that the two contingencies he had to have to sell this duplex to me is one, that his dad could stay in it, who'd been living there for the past 30 years, and that we could keep the dog door because it was so helpful to his father. So by just being able to work with the individuals on this project, it made it so that we could finally come to a great deal. It benefited me as the buyer, it benefited him as the seller, but it also gave his dad a long-term place to stay at a fair market rent. Well, to wrap this all up, here are the 10 tips for real estate that I recommend for everyone. Number 1, skylights. If they're in there, get rid of them. Number 2, drywall anchors. They're going to help you keep all your towel rods on the wall so they don't break easier, saving you money. Number 3, ceiling fans. If they're in there, get them out of there. Number 4, LED lights. A great way to prevent low-cost maintenance. Number 5, tile in old houses. It can be beautiful in there, but can often cause you problems. Number 6, picking paint. Picking paint that can be standard across all your properties will save you time and money. Number 7, warranties. Warranties are a huge deal and can save you lots of money, especially if it's for the life of the product. Number 8, hardwood versus LVP. For me, LVP is a clear winner unless it's in my own home. Number 9, relationships. Relationships are going to be the key to your real estate success. And number 10, getting to yes. If you can figure out why they're trying to sell and ways to work with the seller, it can make it so that you both get to a happy arrangement. Just want to say thank you for everyone joining me today. Leave your comments below. And if you would like more of these videos, post it in the comments. Thank you.